know I've been waiting a few weeks for this Scotch to have, but I don't know. Are you as excited about, like, I know you're more probably a little bourbon guy than whiskey?
Yeah, more bourbon probably than Scotch.
Okay.
But anytime there's something especially interesting and new, and I think this is one of our listeners who either you've talked with about this or who after you bought it.
I've had a little bit of I've had a little bit of a discussion. One of our listeners had been talking about a different Scotch that he had purchased in a similar line, and I was able to find this one. This one really intrigued me, so I bought it. And I think we've talked around it enough.
Yeah.
So guess what?
Let's do it.
We've got a Scotch for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage that we're about today is the Twisted Tattoo 16-year Scotch from Highland Park.
Yes.
Single malt.
It is a single malt, but done in two ways, hence the Twisted Tattoo.
Okay.
So they have taken that same single malt that they've aged 16 years, and then they have finished it two different ways. One of them was aged in ex-bourbon casks, and then the other part was aged in first fill Rioja wine casks.
Okay, so Spanish wine.
Yes, so then they have blended those two together. I don't think it was quite equally. I think it was a little more of one than the other. But again, if you want to find out some more links, check out pricing and all those kind of things, you can go down there in the comments section and check that out. It'll be in the notes. In the link lounge, as we say, if you go to the website and on YouTube, lounge. It'll just be down there. So that's about all you can say.
And you actually, you've had this for a while due to different circumstances over the last few weeks. We've either had other things to do or not gotten together. So, and the fact that you haven't tried it,
I know,
is quite impressive.
I literally have barely opened it. Like I said, the artwork, as you can see, is really cool. Like I said, it's definitely kind of, they have a line, what we were talking about. There is a line of, it's kind of like some Viking inspired a theme that they have going on, and they have a different one that like I said, again, a friend of the show had purchased. As you can see, the box is super cool. Like you can see the graphic even better there. A lot of information on there just about their thought process, what they were kind of going for. But like I said, I have always loved the Highland Park 12 year. If you go in the archives at AboutBeverages.com, you can find one of our very old podcasts. No video with that one. We had a guest on the show, Fitz, and that was one of my first Scotches that I'd ever had as we were going through, and that one really hit, and it just stood out. Loved that flavor profile, that kind of peaty, smoky. Really came out, and I've loved that one ever since. I've had several bottles of that over the years, and was like, oh, we gotta try this one.
And as you have, you've kind of experienced it this week with another, with a whiskey. Actually, we're going to open this right now and then give it a little time to sort of, I guess, decant or air out, or maybe a little heat dissipate here. It'll be through the magic of time of audio and editing for you listening to this right now. If you've joined us live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which you should most Thursday nights, you'll be here for as we sign off and all of that stuff, and won't you'll see all that, the other discussion that goes on with that as well.
Yeah, I'll probably give this a pour. Like I said, that was kind of how it, just having that sit open a little bit in there was kind of nice. But I'm looking, these glasses they're missing something.
They need a logo.
They need a logo. Maybe if I just reach over to here.
Oh, you were
and hand my brother a box. And I reach over here and hand myself a box.
It's funny, and I saw that calendar over there almost blow down once or twice, and I was like,
I was very nervous.
I noticed the bear.
I was very nervous.
So all this time I've been saying, maybe you haven't heard anything. You haven't heard anything. I was like,
man, he's not going to shut up about it.
That is pretty cool. So look at that. Wow, you can't see it though.
It's going to be hard to see.
Maybe against my shirt.
Yeah, against the shirt maybe a little bit.
You showed a picture of it a couple weeks ago during our show. Wow, that is pretty cool. So this is a I guess we haven't actually really said what it is yet. It's a Glencairn glass. You went the whole 9 yards. You brought out the other glasses. You didn't even make me think, oh, Andrew, you didn't bring glasses, but you brought them. That's really awesome. And it has our logo on it. About Beverages, give it a shot. And it is on there that you can't see, but if you can see this logo here, it's all in white, and it's on the Glencairn glass. It is
laser etched on there. Like I said, About Beverages, give it a shot. Again, also wonderful because it is a shot-ish glass.
Yes.
So it is in that range. We will very, very soon as this video has gone up, like I said, if you want to find out a link and to be able to purchase these, check them out a little bit closer. There is all of that information will be down here in the comments. It'll also be at our website. So here on YouTube and either place, you can check these out and maybe order yourself some. They go directly from the manufacturer. There will be no like extra double shipping. It's just all set up with them. They have worked with us wonderfully. Like I said, Glencairn as a company, like I said, so you can just get these shipped directly to you. There's nothing added to the cost. It's exactly what they are. So we just want to get these in people's hands if they want to use them. So anyway, go check those
Very
out.
cool.
And I figured this was a good way to crisp them off with hopefully
Let's hope.
a delicious Scotch. So
Should
I'm going to
be.
go ahead and pour this and then we'll get our...
You sneaky bastard.
I was like, oh my
Well
God.
done.
I was like, man, he's not going to stop asking.
Well, we talked about it once, and then we kind of recapped it, everything else. So I was like, okay, let's recap that too. All right.
Looks even better once you have some liquid in there.
Yes, it does. It's gonna accentuate that logo.
Yeah, no, they
Right.
came out great. Like I said, the etching looks really good. Sorry, like I said, they don't come up as well on camera. We may try it if you were here on a Thursday night with watching us on Twitch. We may try and do a little second camera view here in a second for you to see a close up. But yeah, pretty cool. Coloring wise, actually, it's a little lighter than I thought it was.
Definitely
gonna be.
lighter than I was thinking.
There is maybe the lightest hint of pink in with like the honey kind of natural, like lighter honey color that I would get out of a
about
Scotch.
the pink sometimes. Yeah. I mean, it was the one, the Balvenie, I think.
Yeah, the
that they
Balvenie
talked
actually
about.
had that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a
Just
little
a
touch of
hint.
that. It's very light
Yeah.
though. Like I said,
But
it's mostly yellow honey.
Yeah, I was thinking, especially for a 16-year aged in those types of casks, was thinking it was gonna be a little darker, but that doesn't matter. It's interesting, but it's really important.
Even more important, the aroma.
That's right. I get some good caramel.
Yeah, I'm not getting, like I said, maybe like kind of more of like a the fruit that I'm getting is not like a bright fresh fruit. There's like it's more of like a maybe candied fruit, kind of like that, where it's mellowed down a lot, but it's
I definitely, yeah.
And
There's a little, but yeah, I get some nutty and not. And more of, like I said, more caramel. The nut that you get from a caramel, a little bit of butter, a little bit of that roast, but that's
that is really nice,
really
like,
good.
Little, like obviously the classic little peat, little smoke. Like I said, yeah, little vanilla sweetness in there too. I think, which is mixing in with that caramel. I would agree.
And that's and then we've had this discussion too. That taste that's just inherently what Scotch is.
Yes.
But yes, there. Wow.
Like that sea spray kind of thing mixed in there, like saltiness, almost like
Yep.
it's almost like salted caramel kind of something going on, and like definitely the smoke,
That's quite good.
which is classic for a Highland. Like especially when I think of Highland Park, I think of that there's going to be some of that, smoke, those peat smoked malts really hit through. And like I said, there is like a little bit of fruit maybe at the very end, like as I kind of get in there a few more times. There's like it's kind of like a candy, like a sugar coated like candy or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, should we continue?
Sure.
Cheers.
And they break.
They shatter everywhere.
It's got some heat.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm not getting quite the nuttiness that I got in the aroma. I wish there was a little bit more of that, but it has the spice is nice. The heat is nice, is I think appropriate. And it's on the thinner side body wise.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that too.
Which surprises me.
A little bit. Like I said, there's some viscosity there, but it's definitely not one of the heavier scotches I've had.
Right.
I'm getting a mix in there, like I said, with that heat and that spice. I am getting a little mix of, there is some more, that fruit is still in there, but it's kind of like what I got in the aroma, where it is definitely, third fiddle. It's like third chair. Like it's not even quite second chair. Like it's back there a little bit behind some of those other flavors, which I think are very good.
Right.
A little bit of the nuttiness is left. Still some of the, the vanilla, the oaking is in there. The classic Scotch flavors are coming out as well. The peat, the smoke. My mouth is watering just from some of that briny, like sea spray kind of thing as well. It is very well, I think, very well balanced. I like it. Like I said, the finish is nice too. It's got a little bit of a lingering finish. It's not a super long finish, but I think it's there.
I'm actually kind of surprised at how long it is staying with me.
Okay.
And not that, like some of the really complex things that we've had, but But I am kind of surprised because I'm actually still getting, even just after that last sip, just a little bit of that. But it's very well balanced. It's not like too hot that you don't taste everything else, or I would like a little more viscosity to it. I think that might help some of those things even hang out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I said, I'm liking all the flavors are there. I thought I might get a little bit more. Like I said, thinking about the red wine barrel, I thought there might be a little bit more of that fruit would come into play, but it is definitely a solid offering from Highland Park. A little on the pricier side. Like I said, their website lists it actually as $105. At least where I found this bottle at Total Wine, it was I think it was either $70 or $75.
Okay.
So still not inexpensive in any way, but
right.
When you think about the Highland Park 12-year, that one now I'm surprised has come up quite a bit. That's closer to like 60 now.
Okay.
I remember back in my day when I bought my first Highland Park, it was in the 40s, and I remember thinking that was a little more expensive because I was buying bourbons in the 20s.
Right.
So I guess everything's a little relative.
Yeah.
But like I said, it is more expensive. It is not as expensive as some, like the Highland Park 18. I think that one is like around 105, 110, something like that. So they tend to be a little more, I think, because people do enjoy them. They're a little easier to find, so they're not completely out of the pricing ballpark. But yeah, if you can find this one in that price range for a Scotch of this quality, like I'm pretty good with it. I'm happy with my purchase. I'm definitely gonna have this one. It's gonna be one of those special kind of bottles that I have around. But I'm pretty happy with this purchase, I think.
I can understand why.
All right. Well, hopefully you were happy with your purchase of going to AboutBeverages.com.
Your investment of time. Yes, your investment of your time.
He hit it.
That's the most important thing you have. Actually,
I'm gonna have Keith. Yeah, I'm gonna have Keith start doing the transitions because that's what the value is.
No. I'm just accentuating. Okay. I'm just offering the other notes, so we have a good finish.
See, here we go. Again, if you want more of that, AboutBeverages.com, that is where we have had all of our podcasts, videos, everything for the last 12 years. Like I said, again, going back to when we just had audio, no video. You can find them at the website. If you want just the latest videos and even want a reminder when we have new content, subscribing on YouTube would be really appreciated. That would be super awesome. If you only want audio, totally get it. It's not a problem. We've got you covered. iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast. If you have a podcast app that you enjoy using, search for About Beverages. You will probably find us there. Subscribe to us, and that will help us out quite a bit. We've got some pillars to talk about.
The three pillars. The pillars of social media. The current three pillars. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another pillar someday.
That's true. Maybe one will drop off.
Oh,
it could just turn into a goalpost.
That's right.
It's the goalpost of social media. The goalpost of social media. Well, yeah. Kick right through and subscribe to both.
That's right.
I don't know.
But for right now, there's three, and those three are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is where we do most of our interacting with you, our listeners, followers, subscribers. In fact, I just did a little bit earlier today. Let you know that when we go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday nights around 4:30 Pacific now.
Yeah.
Once again, it changes from time to time, and it's not every week, but most Thursdays we get together. We record our live podcasts. We interact with our viewers, followers, anybody who shows up and wants to hang out. We talk about beverages, obviously. We talk about sports. We talk about music. We talk about all kinds of different things. And of course, Andrew will always let you know what games he's going to be doing throughout the week. Let you know the agenda. Sometimes there's a poll up there for our listeners to vote on what they'd like to see in a podcast. There's all kinds of stuff, but that's how you can keep in touch with us as far as our website goes.
And make sure, too, if you have something that you want us to try and think we should be having, comment down below here on YouTube. We are looking at those as much as possible, responding to those. If there are things either A, we should have, or also I'm happy to learn of something I shouldn't have. I'm equally as happy.
Then we might try it to know.
That's true.
Who knows?
That's true.
You might pique our curiosity.
It ties into our tagline, whether we like it or not.
You should give it a shot.